Hello and welcome back to HRD Live. I'm joined here with Kate Philpot, Global Sales Enablement Director for Getty Images. Hi Kate.
Hi Emily.
Hello, lovely for you to join us today. How are you finding it all?
Great. Well, I was just saying, there's a lot to go to.
There is a lot.
Lots of sessions. So,
Yeah.
part of the challenge is to work the map out and work out where you need to be at what time. But it's been very interesting, stimulating.
So what would be your advice to smaller organisations who don't have a large learning budget?
Well, that's going to be the topic of my presentation later.
I know.
I think one of the things that you need to think about is free. When I started looking for stuff, free is a common search term that I use, and actually you'll be surprised how much free stuff there is out there. Yes. That you can leverage to meet your needs.
I suppose you need to know specifically what you're looking for.
You do. So, from our perspective, my team is responsible specifically for the sales organisation. So we have gone to the sales org and said, what do you need? What are we not giving you that you want? And then based on what they tell us that they need that we aren't giving them, we've gone out and found free ways of giving it to them.
Great. And what about if if something does need a specific budget, but the CEO's not sort of invested in that level of professional development? What would be your advice around that?
Again, there are ways of making the case, I think. So one of our challenges is our sellers don't all sell in English, which I know sounds kind of pretty obvious, but all of our training until recently has been in English, and so it's very easy for a seller to turn around and say, well, why are you training me to sell this in English when I sell in German? So we have gone to the senior leadership team. We've told them what the scale of the challenge is financially to, for example, have trainers in all markets that would train in the relative languages, and it's a huge amount of money. And in some of our offices we have a sales team of half a dozen people. You can't justify a head in that location to do training in local language. So we recognise all businesses have got to work profitably. Ours is no exception. We have to find a way of delivering a solution that's cost effective, and that's what we've tried to do.
Absolutely. And you talk about developing a culture of learning on a shoestring budget, or you will later. How did you prioritise what was focused on due to the lack of budget?
Well, I'm really lucky that I have a small team of 5 of us. They are all functional experts, so they are really great at content creation.
Right.
And so we write all of our content ourselves. So that's one saving. And there are lots of other ways of giving the sellers in our case what they need.
And what do you personally believe is the most important part of a learning programme?
I think increasingly it has to be tailored to individual needs. I've been with Getty for nearly 4 years, and one of the things I heard when I first joined, and I don't think it's any different now, is why do I keep being sheep dipped? In other words, people get pulled off the phones or out of the field and get told to do a certain course because everybody has to do the course, and oftentimes they come out and go, that wasn't what I needed. So we've had to try and personalise as much as possible given the resources available. And I think that's one of the most important things. And then, as I say, if you sell, which is a practical activity, and you don't sell in English, then it's kind of incumbent on us to find a way of delivering that solution in a language that you operate in.
Absolutely. And do you think, obviously personalising everything is going to take more time, but is it worth investing in that time?
I think so, because the feedback that we've had from the business is, yes, but why are people not completing trainings that they've been asked to complete? Why are we not seeing the behaviour change? And the reason that I think one of the reasons why we're not, apart from the language, is that people aren't bought into it. So the more you can say, you asked for this and now I'm giving it to you, the more you can then hold them accountable for going and learning it, and importantly, putting that stuff into practice.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any examples from Getty of L&D changing the organisation?
Oh gosh. Well, I think some of the things that I'll be talking about later. So the fact that we have brought solutions to sales specifically that address the needs that the sales organisation had identified. That has certainly been a big shift, and the alternative would have to have been that we would have had to find a significant chunk of money, which in straitened times, as most businesses are struggling with, is just it's not going to happen.
I think that the topic of your talk is going to be of huge interest, because that is always, cost cutting, cost saving. It always does strike up interest. So what would you like delegates to go away thinking later after you've told them all this wonderful ways of saving?
I think the most important thing is that you can do more than you think you can. Is the first thing, and maybe a bit more philosophically. When I came last year, the LPI were talking about how the role of L&D is changing, and it was one of the sessions that I think most resonated with me. And this year we have evolved our role as L&D professionals, much more in line with the kind of things that Ed was talking about last year. And I think we have begun to understand that just because we liked doing things a certain way, if our learners didn't like that way, and actually our learners have asked for something else, then it's incumbent on us to evolve ourselves. I think, don't get me wrong, it's a journey, and we're not at its destination, but we've certainly started on that journey.
And I just want to ask you a little bonus question. Our theme is the conscious organisation of this conference. What does that term mean to you?
Oh God, I think it means many things. I mean, for me, I sit on our company's Global Diversity and Inclusion Committee.
Okay, yeah.
So probably more than anything at the moment, consciousness means being conscious of difference, conscious of the need to be more inclusive, the need to be more diverse as an organisation. And I've been to, I hope, most of the D&I sessions this last day and a half, and it's been really inspiring to see the journeys that other organisations have been on, and some of them are further ahead than we are. Ours is a really a youthful journey that we've just started, and to see what's possible is really inspiring. So I should be going back with lots of ideas.
I spoke to a chap from TravelX.
Yes.
He seemed extremely passionate about it.
Oh yeah, and I mean the amount of work that they've done is it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
but it's they've been at it for a long time, and our business, as I say, is
it goes to show what
what's
businesses
possible.
can become.
Yes, and Rebecca from West Midlands Police as well. Really inspiring. So yes, we're galvanised to go and do more.
Well, thank you so much for your time today.
It's a pleasure.
And best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll talk later. Thank you.